All right, wrap it up, everybody. Diddy party's over. He got indicted. He's never coming back. He's a monster. Get out of here. No, but seriously, the Diddy party is over. This will never happen again. This will probably happen again. In fact, I would say this isn't even if this happens again, it's more of a when this will happen again situation. We've already seen this twice now. But nonetheless, the Diddy party is in fact over. Why is the Diddy party over? What did he allegedly do? The summary. Because if I were to talk about everything he's done, we're looking at a 15-hour video essay. Transition to mindfuck, because this gets deep. And then that would normally be where I conclude it, but it somehow gets worse. Now, why is it over? So officially, they charged Diddy with sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Now, this is all alleged. This isn't a statement of guilt. But come on, guys, let's be real. This dude is so beyond fucked, it's not even funny. But what's extremely funny is they found over 1,000 bottles of baby oil lubricant in his house at the time of his arrest. Now, like I said, these are all just allegations, but these are allegations like a bear shitting in the woods. Nobody's seen it, nobody knows for sure, but, you know, where else would it go? And he won't be getting out. He was denied twice on a $50 million bail. Now, he probably would have put some cash up, maybe his mansion for collateral, but the prosecutors were able to agree that he posed a significant risk to the trial, reporting that he had already obstructed the government's investigation of this case, repeatedly contacting victims and witnesses and feeding them false narratives of events. Or, in other words, he was trying to buy their silence. Now, bails aren't cash. $50 million doesn't go to the state. But that is such a high bail. In order to get that denied, you really have to be in some deep shit. And it makes sense, because Diddy would likely flee the country. Now, I know there are terms you can put on a bail. Revoked passport. You can't leave the state. You can't get on a flight. But remember, this isn't your average jerk-off who drives a Prius. This is $500 million net worth Diddy. I don't believe that he doesn't have at least one friend sitting in a no extradition country who, by making one phone call, could put Diddy on a plane without his passport and get him into the country within the day, right under the Fed's nose. And to put it into perspective to how bad this is, one officer raided his Miami home and said he is as bad as Epstein. So yeah, that's why the Diddy party's over. And there's no way he knew this was coming to him. Like I said, he would have fled. But I do like to sit there and imagine that there was a three-way conversation held between the prosecutor, him, and the lawyer that went something like this. Yo, why am I here? I thought this was getting swept under the rug. Honestly, I have no idea, but dude, you have the best legal team money could buy. All right, thank you all for coming to this conference. That's true. Even if you do have to take a year for something you did here or there, chances are you're not looking at football numbers. All right, man, I'm trusting you. Yeah, you'll be fine. Don't worry. You know, as long as you didn't record any of the heinous acts that you did. Would that be a problem? What do you mean? No, I'm just I'm just speculating here. Well, I don't know, but as long as you didn't bring your aides, security guards, and assistants into it either, you should be fine. We went in his house and raided all of his shit. That motherfucker is guilty. And everyone and their mom is going to testify against him. Now, why is everybody testifying against him? Diddy has aides, security, assistants, and whatever else he can get his hands on. These aren't his friends. These aren't his lovers. He probably blackmailed most of them. Most of them probably hate him, but he paid really well, so they kept the job. And when the feds go up to you and say, snitch on this man that you hate or I will put you under the jail, well, of course you're going to rat on him. So where does that leave P. Diddy? Not in a very good spot. In fact, in a horrible spot. Actually, he might be in the worst spot I've ever seen anybody in my entire life. And it's not like, oh, okay, let's say he lives out the rest of his life in jail, or let's say he does 30 in jail. He'll be fine. He has a lot of money. He better hope that they put him in protection. Because if you remember the Cassie case and what happened with Tupac, the prisoners are not going to take that very kindly. What did he do? I'm going to play a video clip from the prosecutor.
As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs.
I'd like to clarify that this isn't AI. The term freak-off is recognized and used by the state to describe what he was having. And the fact that they couldn't come up with a better word, oh my God, what was this guy doing? Also, don't forget, he's got away with a lot in the past. Remember, the Tupac situation, as well as the Cassie situation. And these are the things that we've seen him do that have been outed. Now imagine what we haven't seen. Yeah, lock that man up forever. I don't ever want to see him again. Fuck the plea deal. Speaking of plea deal, mindfuck.
Lock this fucking fell! Lock him up! Lock him up! Put him in fucking prison!
So there are a couple things you have to understand when looking at this situation and the parallel to the Jeffrey Epstein situation. These guys were the facilitators. What do facilitators do? They facilitate other big famous people into their personal area and give them what they want. Now, Jeff and Diddy being facilitators, they're naturally the first ones to go down. So what happens when the facilitator goes down? Well, of course, they want to cover their own ass. I'll give you everybody who did everything, but you gotta cut me a plea deal. And the feds go, okay, that seems fair enough. Let's lock everybody up. Now, these people are the people that essentially own the world. They're also the people smart enough not to be recorded, which is why Diddy would need to rat to put them away. So what happens when you lock all of them up? You lose trillions of dollars. Now, the facilitators, they naturally just off themselves because they can't deal with it. The means being 2 shots to the back of the head. So now Diddy is in the same situation that Epstein was so many years ago. What do you think Diddy's gonna do when he realizes he could be free? And what do you think the higher-ups are gonna do when they realize they're going to be fucked? Well, then the facilitator is gonna kick the bucket by means of his own hand with 2 bullets to the back of the head. And you might think, okay, good conspiracy theory, that's definitely something that could work, until you recognize that this is the same office that handled Epstein.
Your office was the office that had been prosecuting Jeffrey Epstein.
They put him on unalive watch, and there are even reports in him being in the cell next to where Epstein offed himself. Oh yeah, this goes deep. But wait, it gets worse.
It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
So why would so many CEOs step down? They know they're fucked. When all this leaks, if Diddy miraculously survives, they're fucked. And the thing is, this is different from Epstein because the feds have the footage. They didn't have the footage for Epstein Island. They have everything. He recorded everything. And yes, these people are dumb enough to get recorded. And I'm going to play a few clips, and we're really going to see how something that seems lighthearted and fun and joking and whatever else gets really dark when you know the context behind it.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
And me a night of party, and I don't really remember what I was saying. You know what I'm saying?
Would you like a reminder?
Yeah, sure.
Play some.
Hey, yo, listen, yo, I love it all. I love it all, man.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, when you put my bag
Daddy, I
in,
like when you scrambling and scraping for
No.
shit.
That was you.
Scrambling.
What? You said, I like when you do it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping for shit.
Hey, man.
We need alcohols.
Right.
Alcohols.
Right. Not just one alcohol.
Alcohols.
Right. Just different
Plurals.
blend. You need the
Blends.
ladies, you need the booze.
You need some water.
For watering plants? What?
No, I don't know if guys have noticed this. Like, a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They
Right.
just, so you have, if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta
right.
keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but
Yeah.
rock with me. But just
Right.
check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot
Heat.
of heat. Yeah.
Heat. You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning.
No.
Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, you know, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
That just sounds disgusting. What are you talking?
Depends on the way you look at it.
Depends. Oh, people
Yeah.
start getting gets kind of sexy. Is that what you're saying?
There you
Sorry about the censorship throughout this video, guys. It's a really touchy subject. I'm not sure what YouTube is going to let me get away with and what it's not going to let me get away with. Yeah, man, Diddy's a horrible person. I hope he never gets out. Have a great day.